Hi everybody, my name is Fred. So it's my pleasure for me to introduce my project to you guys. So the topic of my project is exploratory analysis of the correlation between variables of Netflix originals and its paid membership. All right, Netflix is an awesome company and it has maintained a long run growth over the last number of years. So the data that I selected is from the 2012 to 2019. And we can see that if you buy the share of Netflix, say like 1,000 made in 2007, it would be worth more than 0,000 in this year. Well, it's pretty high return. And I also found that there's a whopping investment-owned streaming content of Netflix that comprising around 85% of spending the last year with $13 billion, which means that actually the original content is a very important part of the business model of Netflix. And I think the sustainable capability of producing high-quality original content is a core competitiveness of streaming media companies like Netflix in this fierce competition. I mean, this industry with such a fierce competition. All right, so I checked the quarter report of 2019 of Netflix, and I found that the revenue from paid membership actually comprises 98% of the total revenue in this quarter. That shows that being able to forecast paid membership will be highly valuable because it's highly correlated with the revenue, which eventually will influence the stock price, although there are so many random walks in the short term like price fluctuation. But that inspired me to set up this goal, is to briefly explore the variables that might influence the paid membership and their other relationships. All right, this is my data sources that from IMBD, Wikipedia, and Netflix Media Center. So I used the Scrapy to scrape to crawl all those websites. For Wikipedia, I used the two websites. One is the list of Netflix original programming, and another one is the film. And there also one that is comedy, but I think that is not that is less important, so I just get rid of it. So basically, from this Wikipedia, it looks simple to crawl. At the very beginning, I thought that as well. But actually, I found out there are so many tables in this website with different format, especially the order of each column were different. So that I will introduce the challenge that I met when I was crawling those data later. So I got the variables like title, genre, premium of each session, length, language, and distribution from the Wikipedia. And the next one is IMBD. So my task was I collected all the movie titles and then searched all the titles in this IMBD. But that's essential. It seems that I need to use the Selenium. But because of the time string, I tried another way, is that I found there's a list with more than 6,000 items that's sorted by the Netflix, distributed by Netflix. And basically, I made a Scrapy that click this next to go through all the items and by this title to enter each page to get the detail that are the title, the average rating and the count of rating, and the number of reviews over there. And so that I got the variables of number of reviews, count of rating, and average rating. So the last one is Netflix Media Center. I didn't actually crawl this, but this is a very important source because every quarter or every month, the Netflix official, this is an official website, will release all the upcoming shows and films in this website, which going to be used later. All right, so those are the challenges that I met when I was crawling those websites. First is Wikipedia. So there are so many inconsistent column order and variables. The last columns neither share the same variable nor unique ID. For example, here is a status, but sometimes it's language, and there's no unique ID. So I had to like figure out a way to catch them, but eventually I got so many like wrong data. And another thing is the premiere date is only for the first decision of series, like here. Because for series there are different seasons, but what I want is to separate them into different roles, so that I can count the title. I mean, I can count the number of shows separately, which is the second one. So that I need to dive into each detail page. And fortunately, I found there's a plot in each series that contains the episode and original released for each season. So I used this to separate my roles. And it's also hard to catch the parent category, but that is not a big problem. All right, so this part of web scraping actually consumed me tons of time. Since it's my first time, but I believe that next time I will like cut my time spent on this like a lot. Next one is IMBD. This one is quite easy. I finished it in 20 minutes. So the challenge of this is this list includes all the shows distributed by US Netflix, not only the regional ones. So the problem is that after I collect the data from this website, I have to merge this CSV with other CSV that I collected from Wikipedia. That made me lost a lot of rows because the title of movie might be different in different website. Yeah. And this is a glance of my data set. Before I clean and merging those tables, just as it shows. And after I cleaned it, I found out that I lost more than 2,000 rows and variables. Not 2,000 variables. I lost many variables, such as the length, because I couldn't find a good way like to deal with this length because there's like hour and there are many items without hour. And I lost the distribution as well. Well, so here is the analysis part. You can see that there's a perfect stable growing pattern of quarter paid membership and quarter revenue that inspired me to see, do they have really like correlation, positive correlation to prove my previous like assumption? And I found that that's true. Like the paid membership does act as a main driver of revenue. Such a linear like positive correlation between them that proved my previous argument. All right, so the next step is the most significant thing that I found in this research. The positive, that is like, I grouped by my data according to their quarter. And I drew this plot to see, the relationship between the number of released shows and films in each quarter with the number of paid membership. And I found there's somehow, like a positive correlation. So that proves that the number of released shows in each quarter can be a significant predictor of paid membership, which can eventually used to predict the revenue, quarter revenue. And this is the significance of this website now. Like you can see, after I get this prediction model, I can get information about upcoming, so then I can combine it, like input those data and to see, predict the revenue or the payment membership. And those are the failed trials that I tried with other factors with the paid membership. And also I played around with the number of reviews, average rating, and the rating count. Well, this made a little bit sense. Just like the higher number of reviews, like the higher average rating it could be. So the problem is I made a couple mistakes that I compared different variables with different time range. And there are some data just no correlation themselves. And my data is incomplete. And there's other explorations that I did. For example, here is the popular genres and languages. It turns out that the urban fantasy, political, thriller, and science fiction are the most popular genres of Netflix original, which can be if the new release, the show, belongs to if they are belongs to those like popular genres, it's more like possible to have like higher, like more people be attracted to buy the membership. And English dominates all the dominates, and is followed by Spanish and Hindi. Here's the popular and productive months. So I found out that like the March, April, and May are the most productive months according to a number of released original show across all the years. And while the August, October, and June are the months with the most number of reviews. So that I think like in the August or in the June, because it's the vacation of school, there might be more like students leave like remarks in IMBD. And for the future work, I think I will like find popular and productive months for different genres like animation and cartoon, because I think they should be more popular in vacations of schools, and the reviews in IMBD should from their parents. And I don't know why the spring looks more productive. If you have any idea, you can tell me later. And this is a distribution of the average rating of Netflix originals in IMBD. So this is also part of my future work. I should like find the distribution of the average rating in IMBD to compare with the Netflix original to see whether like the quality of Netflix original is better. And I can get some conclusion according to that. This is my future work. I can find more meaningful variables, but because obviously I only got the number of like released shows and films in each quarter that is like meaningful and like with positive has positive correlation with the paid membership, and build up prediction model when I learn more about the data analysis, and I can improve my web scraping to catch more complete data set and more data analysis. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you so much for listening. Any comments or suggestions, feel free to tell me. I'll be thankful.
So why did you, how did you discover that the paid membership was the sole factor which was contributing to the revenue of the company?
Sorry, could you say that again?
The paid membership?
Yeah, the paid membership.
That was the main criteria which was factoring to the revenue of the company.
Oh, you say why? Yeah. How did I reach it? By the financial report that released like publicly by the company. Thanks for asking. Yeah, because they're a public company.
Right.
Yeah, but there's also an important factor that I want to get, but it's confidential. That is the number of views of each show in Netflix, but that's never like revealed.
So were you able to? Did you try scraping Netflix itself?
No, because it's very dynamic. I think that would be really hard work to do so. But there's not many valuable data that I can get, because they don't even share the remarks and the rating. They just give you a match that is only belongs to you. Thanks for asking.
I think that's a very nice question, because I think the Bean score is laid out very clearly.
Thanks.
In this case, this is, I think in terms of maturity, it's quite good.
Okay.
So yeah, I like it a lot. And of course, you can still have room to make improvement and ask different questions. For example, I would be interested to know what kind of movie or what kind of genre would be more effective in attracting new
exactly.
customers.
Yeah.
But this is already a good starting point that you can actually build.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Thanks so much. And any other opinions? Nope? All right. And that's it. Thanks.